So this guy or whatever, or yesterday it was like approach my sister and I, and he was like, who called me? He said, "You said something made me ask. The way you said it to her, made me ask you. I had to ask you where you from." I said, "Louisiana." He said, "You ain't lost it. You ain't lost it. If you worried about that, you ain't lose it." I was like, I wasn't thinking about it. I was about 28, 29, almost 30. Yes, I was like 30 years old. I get confused when I moved to Georgia, but I was like right at 30. Yes. Yeah, I've been living with my parents most of my life. I ain't want no I ain't want to live on my own. I really didn't care to, because the simple fact, things are crazy. And as I realize now that, I'm not living with my parents no more, I be like, man, I don't know how they did it with 3 kids. Shit, man. Be like, how they did it with 3 kids. But you know what? God is good. One thing I know, two things for sure, you gotta have your own line of income. If you know what I'm saying? It's all right to work for some people, but for the most part, have your own line of income. Cause man will let you down. For real. That's been my case. You know. That's been my case. But I don't really worry about it too much anymore. But the guy was like, "Where you from? Y'all, you got an accent." Especially her, she got an accent. Well, I go home a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my accent. It's all right to gain more. But I don't want to lose who I am. I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with who I am. I don't want to change who I am to please or fit anybody. Cause he said, "Come on now." That's why he was trying. Now to me he sounded country, and I know I don't. I know it's not much of country with me. It's more so. I don't think I sound country. I think I sound very. Um. I don't know. Cause I can't hear myself talk. I don't like listening to myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like listening to myself. I don't know why. Um, I just never really cared to hear myself because I don't know that's a tricky one. But he was like, "You ain't never lose that accent." No, I hope I never really lose my accent. I like to remain who I am. I like to be me. And if I can't be myself, then it ain't for me. The person ain't for me. That situation ain't for me, because I got to be me. You know, I got to be myself at all times, at all costs. I don't like to change who I am to fit anything. To me, that's difficult. It's hard. It's complicated. You know, I'm still learning a lot of things in life. I still have ways to go. But I've been through some things that made me never want to change who I am. Because you got to have a heart. And you got to be able, you have to have a heart to grow and to help others. You should want to help other people, not hurt other people, but help. You know, I believe he was flirting. I don't. When you talk about my accident, you lost me there, cause it's not something I show interest in hearing about your accent. You know, like people always tell me, ask me where you from. Ooh, I love your accent. Everybody say that, right? But a person can have multiple sounds because, especially if they travel a lot, you know. You travel a lot, you're gonna your sound change. It depends on how long you stay in a certain place. You know. I seen this girl that was on, like the video, guys. This young lady I follow in Atlanta, Georgia, or whatever. She's in some part of Georgia. She said, "I'm about to move." Her husband about to move out of Georgia or whatever because she says it's not giving what it's been said. You know what I'm saying? Now, never. I'm not talking about her. She's cool. She's my sister. But I want to say this: don't ever move nowhere because of the height. See, I've been told too that Atlanta. That's what you wanna. You wanna make something of yourself. Go move to Georgia. You know, move to Atlanta. That wasn't the plan for me. I wanted to make something of myself. I didn't know what. And I was just instructed. I listened to God. I was directed to move to Georgia. I gave up on moving to Georgia. Because I said, oh, I'm doing hair at home, whatever. I don't need to move out there. That's what I was saying. But when I got in that makeup, God started redirecting my path again and helping me see. And I had to come to Georgia. But I always tell people Georgia is not my last stop. And it's not going to be my only stop. But I will always be in Georgia. I will always be able to have access because I'm going to have a home here. you know. But I'm also going to have homes in California, in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, so on and so forth. Bradley, what up, bro? Hey, boo. Let me make you a moderator. Hold up. Now, I'm going to make you a moderator, bro. Now, I'm going to wait till you ask. You want them? I got you. I got you, Brad. Hold up. Yep. When I moved to Georgia, I didn't move to Georgia because of the hype. I was just trying to hear. I was listening to the Lord. I was hearing the God that's in me. You know. And I ended up coming on to Georgia. I was doing a hair in the beginning, but not much. It's always been makeup. Because, honey, I can do some hair. You can't take that away from me. I can do that makeup, too. I can do manicure, pedicures, too. You know. I came a long way. You know. Growing into myself. Being happy with me. And let me break that down. My weird personality might not be weird to you. Because some of y'all have been following me for years. But some people who don't know me might think I come off weird. They judge me before they get to know me. But it's okay. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But when I say when I finally got comfortable with who I was, I just told my dad, I said, Dad, you know what Georgia did for me? He said, what? It helped me find out who I was. I learned who I was in Christ. I learned who I am to people, which I'm a natural born nurturer. And I would nurture you in any aspect of your life when it comes down to beauty, making you feel good about yourself. People be thinking I just be talking. When they say I'm beautiful, somebody stop me and say, you beautiful. You know what I say? No, that's you. That's you, boo. I tell the person fast, that's you. And they shocked because I say that. Because hold on, I don't know what this. I don't know. Hello, it could be a different person. I don't know, Brad. We gotta make sure you who you are. Cause that name sound like Brad, that's you? Bradley. We gotta make sure that's you, buddy. Before we moderate. But look, when you realize who you are, the whole everything you know will begin to change. Because you begin to stand on business. Um, like I said, I know who I am to God. I know I'm very special to God. And I know I'm very special to people. When it come down to encouraging, uplifting someone that is experiencing dark times, I'm the best person to talk to. Now, could you get me to talk is the thing, because I'm very I have no patience when God is involved. It's more so either you're gonna get it right or you're not. I'm very firm when God is in the midst. And I learned that about myself. But Ty is not firm. Tyequiece is not firm. Tyequiece is just as sweet, kind, loving. But that God-fearing me is like direct. And if you think about it, God is very direct. Very direct. I learned what, even though people always been I've always experienced jealousy. When I moved to Georgia, I realized, oh, why should you be upset when someone is jealous of you? Shouldn't you be used to this by now? But you don't always be used to things that you experience all your life. Because you would think that, oh, I shouldn't think like that, or I shouldn't be that way. But it is the way you feel. It is the way you see it. If people just take things the way it is, it'll be a lot better for you. I learned that. When I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, my whole life changed. But God gave me a friend. You know, God blessed me to have a friend that really loves me, respects my feelings, and protects. And I'm so blessed for Halisha. Because a lot of people didn't have that chance to get that close to me like that, far as a friendship, because people take friendship for granted. you know, um, but God allowed Halisha to have access to me through my mother. And it's like I said, I wasn't always friendly. I always used to be like, oh, I don't want no friends. I don't want to be around nobody, because I was to myself. I was a spiritual being to myself, didn't trust people. I don't trust easily. And I was trained that way. Because when I was younger, a lot of kids was getting snatched at a young age. So I was trained not only from my parents but in school that you don't trust strangers. And it sounds weird with me saying this right now in my adult life, but I'm still that way. I don't trust strangers. You if you want me to believe what you say, you have to show me. I'm from the show me state. You have to show me what you're talking about, because I don't know. Um, like, I'm just the type, when I don't understand something, I'm honest with you, and I was always told to ask questions. If you don't get it, ask. So if it's something that I don't understand, I'm gonna ask you, whether you irritated with me or not. I gotta do it right. If I'm gonna do it, it's gotta be right. I ain't gonna do it at all. That's my motto. It's got to be right. I ain't gonna do nothing out of order that God don't want me to do. I don't care who you are. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna tear nobody down. No, I ain't finna do that. Now, the reason why I'm that way is because over and over again I've been tore down in Georgia. A majority of my life been tore down, but I always end up coming out. I always end up coming out of it because I put that feeling on me. This last job that I had, it gave me courage. It brought in a beast in me where harsh treatment could make a person. It either make or break you. Harsh treatment either make or break you. And I'm saying that passionately because I'm saying it as the woman that I am in my 50s. I ain't made it to 50 yet. But I'm the experience the trauma that I experienced there made me have such it made me put a shield over myself, protecting myself from people who come off as nice as they are. They're gonna be nice. They're sweet people. I don't care how nice, how sweet you talk. Now I don't care. It's either you're with it or you ain't. Either you're gonna buy it or you won't. That's just the way I am. I've came to realization that it doesn't matter how nice a person is. It doesn't matter how nice a person is. It doesn't matter how nice a person could be. You have to believe what people show you. And you have to treat them accordingly. You have to treat people accordingly. George just gave me such a tough shield where I'm not scared of anything because I've been through a lot, you know. And I thank God that I never stopped making my YouTube videos. I thank God that I didn't give up. I might not be where I want to be, but this is a really good start to getting closer to where God has for me to be. Because nowadays what I do on YouTube is, I be myself. A lot of people say, just be you. Just let it go. Just be who you are on YouTube. Just let it be. Don't let nothing stress you. But I'm good at talking about how I feel on camera versus talking to a person head on. If that make any sense. I'm not a sociable person like that. Let me explain something to you. I'm a sales lady. My job is to get you to buy what I'm selling you. But I realize it's not about you buying what I'm selling you. It's about you buying what you need. I'm not going to force something on you that you don't have to buy. I ain't going to do that. That's not my place. You see, that's something like a move of God. That's a move of God. You get what I'm saying? That's why a lot of salespeople don't be successful, because they constantly trying to, they etch you. No, I learned this when I was working at Von Mar, because that first customer that you get could be your sale for that whole day. You can make $1,000 in one day from one person if you just be honest. Get them what they need, what they asking, not what you want them to have. Not because it's new. Okay, you can bring out, oh, well, this is a new product here from Clinique. Would you like a sample of it? That woman said, let me buy it. See, when you be honest with people, they will trust you. You have to build trust. You have to build trust. That's the way I am. If you could build it, you got me. But when you lose it, you lost me. And that's just that, because just like you will have to trust me to get you the proper skincare products that you need for your sensitive skin, your irritated skin. You have to trust me as being an expert. You have to trust me. And that's why it's very important that when you land jobs like that, when you're selling a product, that you learn it. You got to learn it. My first makeup job was Lancome. I learned it. I studied it. I went to sleep with my ear headphones on. I studied that line. You know, and I was a new girl on a block in Atlanta. I had to study. You know, even though I wasn't at a big retail store at the time, I made pretty big numbers. Everywhere I went, people knew I was there. I would meet people from different stores that I've met that I helped, and they was like, oh, I've been looking for you. You know, because I'm real loyal to my job. Whatever job I do, whatever I do on the side from my makeup, I'm loyal. I don't put myself in it. It's always that brand, that line. I'm going to focus on that because they paying me to do that. When you're getting paid to do a job, you do your job. That's just the way it is. You get paid to do your job. These people pay you to make them money. And that's what you got to do. You got to be a shark at it. You get what I'm saying? You see, because the energy let me tell you what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is I'm putting in good seeds in the ground. I'm planting seeds that I want to come back. You see what I'm saying? Because I met this monk. He recently he did my nails. And he said, we just started talking, my new nail tech. We just started talking, and I was telling him about the monks or whatever. And he said, because we believe that if you do the right thing in life, no matter what, hey, boo, when you do the right thing in your life, no matter what, God is gonna, you're gonna get that back. Whatever you sow, you're gonna get it back. When you do good work, you get it back. When you do bad things, you don't get it back. I like to say this to myself, and I feel it, and I like to believe it. You live for a long time when you treat people right. And I have to keep that in my mind, because sometimes living in Georgia, dealing with different cultures and different people, I might offend a lot of people at times, because I'm offended a lot of times. But I don't want you to think that I'm talking to you. Like when I say something about Jamaicans, I ain't talking about every Jamaican. Every Jamaican ain't the same because I done met some good ones, but it's some out there that's just meaner than a junkyard dog. And I'm telling you, you need to get it together because the odds are against you right now. The world is against you right now. You need to get it together. You have to be careful what you do to people because what you give out is what you get back. I like to believe that people who are good-hearted live for a long time. I like to believe that people who love God live for a long time. I like to believe that people who give to others live for a long time. I like to believe that when you don't carry it for too long, like I'm a makeup artist and a dang on good one. I can't curse because God is in this right now. But when my time come, I'm going to give my torch. Simple. When my time come, I'm going to give my torch. I'm going to show everything I got. Because you know what? I can't take it with me. They ask me, do I want to be in leadership in my job? No, I'm a makeup artist. And that's what I do. Makeup. That's what I do. Makeup. I don't want to be in no leadership. I want to do makeup. That's what I do. Makeup. God brought me to Georgia to do makeup. And that's what I'm going to do. Makeup. I'm going to sell my makeup and I'm going to do that makeup. That's simple. You don't like my terms. You don't like the way I speak it because that's what I do. In makeup, I'm strong. In beauty, I'm strong. I can do hair with the best. I can do makeup with the best. Try it. You know, and in this life, in this world right now, I just want to see people do what God has called them to do. If God told you to help somebody, help them. Don't break them. Because you could be breaking somebody that done been broke already. What you do when you done broke somebody that's already been broken? You think good gonna come back to you? Just watch my Father in heaven. Just watch him. He's gonna show out. He's gonna show out. You know, but like I said, the last job I had is what they tried to do is make me sour, make me hard. But I can't be hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised in a hard home. Yes, everybody tough. You know, but I didn't want that. If you try it, you get it. But for me, I'm gonna be as gentle as a bluebird. I'm going to be gentle because that is what we have to do. That's what we have to do. We got to be gentle. And we got to love one another. Learn, friends, chat. Learn how to open your mouth and talk. Learn how to open your mouth and talk to people. Stop beating around the bush. Talk to people. Don't wait till it get too bad. Say what's on your mind and get it out. Now, if they don't like what you're saying, well, okay, deal with it. But it ain't. I like to tell people, you might not like the way it came out, but facts never change. You don't like my delivery of the way I said it, but you're not gonna like the outcome of what's gonna happen when you see that I wasn't lying. I'm just that honest. I'm just that honest. This is my plant here, this beautiful plant called Courage. It's called Courage. I named this plant Courage. It took me courage to buy it. Because I said I tried that before and it didn't work. And here I am trying it again. But it was a gift. I just looked at Courage like, oh, God is giving me another chance to try it. God is giving me a chance to grow to to grow that plant, because it's not an easy plant to grow because it's grown in a tropical area, rainforest, where it's a lot of humidity. And I like plants that requires a lot of humidity because they're quite beautiful. Plants like this are quite beautiful to me. Very expensive plant. Um, so plants like this are very quite beautiful for me. And what I would do if I'm not, taking care of my baby and my baby don't want nothing, what I do is not only I buy makeup, but I buy plants. I'm a rare hunter because I like to have, I like to, what I like to do is see pretty things around me. I like to see life around me. I like to say, God, allow me to see life around me, to give me life to keep going. Some people don't have a lot of life in them. That's why they be so broken and mean. They don't have life. See, I'm one of them people who, when you try to take the life away, I still shine bright because I know what God has done for me. I know what God has done for me. This plant here is so special to me. It's also a tropical rainforest plant. Um, it's like a alocasia, but a rare cousin, a rare one. It's very very rare, very rare. Don't get me started. I gotta, but however, it's called Justice, and I bought that plant last year. I never forget it. I was working for Clarence. Oh, I love me some Clarence. I just couldn't survive, but I love Clarence. I bought, before I end up transitioning and moving back to my old job, I bought two plants called Justice and Courage. I never understood why I named those plants that. Not every plant that I get, I try to have a name for it, but for the most part, I don't always have names for my plants. Like this one here, this is a rare baby too. This is a Philadelphian, very rare baby. So happy about this plant. I'm so happy about this plant. Um, and I got this plant the last day I worked at my last job that I had. I bought this plant. Because when things make me sad or something like that, I will go and I will find my peace. I will find happiness in my plants. This one here is this the same. It's the same, but it's more rare. It's a rare one. It's very rare, you know. So pray that I get it to going. I have a new growth here that I'm very excited about. I really love my plants. 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 I have plans on opening up a plant store, because I love plants. I mean, not only they just bring me so much peace, but they hold so much. Like, this one is a beauty. This one is a blue, girl, my mind is all, I don't know. It's a blue, sea blue, blue. Ah, and I got this plant as a cutting, a little cutting. When I got this plant, I'm telling you, I was first moved to Georgia. I got it with Shaka Khan out there. Shaka Khan is that bird of paradise outside, the huge one. Shaka Khan. But I bought Shaka Khan. This one here, I actually took a cutting from the store. I couldn't afford it. I took a cutting from the store. Me and my sister, I said, I got to get that plant. That's a nice plant. And what I did was, when I was living in Stone Mountain, I never forget it, because upstairs we had like this like huge, when you're upstairs, the light beams into the door, into the slide door, and the plants just loved it. Um, so I took that plant, I put it in like a cup of water, and I just let it sit there for about 2 years until it was time for me to plant that. And it just grew like crazy, and now it's still growing. And it's got to be one of my favorite plants, because the way I cut it, I don't know how it made it. It's called sea blue. It's a rare one. It's rare, but I love it. So when I'm around my plants, and I feel connected to nature, to life, to God. And I've made up in my mind that no matter what may happen, when I get home, everything is going to be fine. I got plants everywhere. Like plants everywhere. Um Courage has got to be one of my faves. You know, sometimes courage looks as if it's bleeding. But as you see, we have a new growth coming in. Courage doesn't like to be cold. And in the wintertime, when you're living in like a condo apartment, um, well, it's hard to keep your plants happy. But for the most part, I've done very well in making sure they're happy with me, because I don't want them to be sad. As long as you give them a little bit of warmth, they'll be fine. Um, I got this one here. This is a pothos. My dad gave me this one. It's a cutting, but I actually have a big one outside. You know, like I said, Georgia, it ain't easy to grow your plants like that. You gotta have like a lot of grow lights. I got grow lights, but when I get a house, I think it'll be better. Hi, beautiful. Hey. When I get a house, it'll be so much better for me to like put my plants in like a specific area where I don't have to move them much. And like I can buy like this huge thing, this huge like shelf where I can just put them where they're close to the light. Because of course, wherever I move, I need a lot of sunlight. Because I'm just a person that enjoys the light. I like the light. I don't like to be around anything dull. And I'm a light. So if I'm around anything that is not reflecting of the light, of course you know I'm not gonna have a good turnout there because I'm the light. I'm the salt of the earth. I'm gonna see how y'all do salt water. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So what else? Where were we? Where were we at? Oh Lord. Hello?
Yo, what up, girl?
Nothing much going on, brother.
You got going?
Oh, nothing much. Chilling.
With loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you doing?
Chicken in. Nothing much over here in Stone Mountain. Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I called you last night.
You good?
Videoed you. Me and Mike was out there by Ace. All those little bars closed down. Seemed like to me. They said they were open, but they closed down.
Ace? What's that?
You remember that African bar that I will go to?
I don't think I was good enough.
You know it's right there by the living room. You came with us one time. We went, but you ain't like that side of town. But
I know it is this time.
it's over there on man. It's over there. I can't explain it, D. But it's over there like ooh man, I don't know. I don't know, but we was over there. Shit. Ace
You said
Lounge.
what?
We was over there by Ace Lounge, living room, all those little places. Man,
Where is it?
we used to go that way a lot.
What is it?
I don't know where let me see. Let me see what Ace. Sweet Lounge was cool. Yes. We always have fun when we go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
took
are.
you there one time.
Yeah, it's nice. You got me in that one. We always have fun when we go there.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm in Stone Mountain.
Mike just trying to get me out the house, so I don't be sad about my job.
Who is Mike?
Halisha there.
Oh, okay. Why you call him Mike? Huh?
How many times I gotta tell you that? I don't know. I ain't gonna keep playing it. That's what I call
She's not a boy.
her. No,
Hey,
she
I
ain't
gotta
no
catch this phone call right quick.
bar.
We'll catch this.
All
All right, bye.
right, bye. Oh my God, he's so crazy. She's not a boy. Of course not. It's just something best friends do. You know, do you ever give your best friend a name? Have anybody ever gave their best friend a name? If you gave your best friend a name, then you know you got you a friend, a sister, a lifetime buddy. People always say that. Why you call? That's just the way. That's what I call her. Me and the girl been friends forever. No, but I ain't going back out there tonight. I don't think. Uh. When we first moved to Georgia, me and my sister used to go out all the time. You couldn't beat us going out. Now I don't like going out much. You know, and when I go out, I feel like it's a privilege for me to even go out. I feel like they should pay me to go out, like because I'm the show. Anytime we go somewhere, I'm always the show, and I'm like, you ever get tired of putting on a show, but you don't have you can't help but to put on the show because you the show. So I get dull with that all the time, because I don't like to go nowhere and people staring at me. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't like to go anywhere where people are staring and not having a good time. If you got time to look at me, then you're not having fun. I hate that. Let me tell you why. Okay, it started when I was a little girl. My mom always had me in modeling, always had me in somebody pageant. All right, I've been looked at, stared at all my life. In my adult life, not knowing that I came into this fame on social media where people will see me and know me, and it's like I was just making these videos just to help people, not to just become famous and people just stare. I thought when you become famous like that, people ask you for your autograph, but they just stare like they cannot believe that it's you. And when I don't wear my makeup, when I don't have makeup on, people be like, "I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere." I'm like, "Yep, you do. Do you remember me?" Mhm. I think so. You have a familiar face, but I don't know. I didn't know that I would become this popular, but I did. I remember when I first started making YouTube videos, I was talking about spirituality, God, helping people to be saved. And God all of a sudden had me to start talking about my natural hair. And then I went into makeup. Like we went into different stages on my channel until I realized that it's not about what you do, is how you do it. Long as you doing something here. Long as you doing something here and it has to make sense. Like motivational speaking was something I did this workout video or whatever. I was trying to lose weight. I was like 245 pounds at the time. And I was trying to lose weight. And I was speaking into the recorder. I was recording myself speak. "What up, Raphael? Honey, I'm home." Highlight. Uh yeah, I was listening to myself speak. And I could hear myself. Now I don't mind hearing myself motivation. When I'm motivating, that tone, that voice, I like to say that ain't Tyequiece. That is the God in me. Because a lot of things that I say in the spirit realm, what I would say, I wouldn't say in the natural. Like when I get this courage and I get this boldness to say, bring it down, that's not something Ty would do. That's something God would do. See, Ty will slap you, but God will say, bring it down. I know I've been drained. Yeah, I know I've been changed. I've been made over. I know. See, but people don't know that I got a side to me that is ruthless. But they don't know. Because I am so kind, so gentle, that people will run over you when they see that side of you. But then if you show them another side, then you got respect for the rest of your life. Because they never decreed that side, but everybody got that side. Oftentimes the devil will try to make you revert back by provoking you. And I don't know if you guys know what I'm saying when I say provoke, mean try you. And when God has changed you, you can't be provoked. When God has changed your life, you're not going to be around anything that's going to provoke you. You're going to be scared. Because you're not scared of them, but you're scared of what you could do. So I've changed. And I'm changing every day. I wonder if my passionate speaking, would that ever change? Because when I'm passionate about something, I go in. When I've been wronged, I'm passionate. And I don't care who hates it, who doesn't like it. It's just the way it's got to be. And that side of me, I'm hoping to change one day. But do I know of it to ever change? I don't know. But all I can do is try. One step at a time. You can't change everything overnight. But work on yourself as you go. Eventually you will. And I remember when I used to ask God I said, God, make me like you. Make me more like you. Make me over. Create in me a clean heart so that I could be like you. See, I asked God for it. And He helped me to become this way, very nice. Because when I was younger, people seemed to be very mean because I ain't play. But when I got older, I became very calm. I took away some of that stuff, And I told God in my early 20s, I said, make me more like you. Make me over so that I could be like you. And when I say I want to be like God, I want to do what He does. I don't want to do things as in my flesh. I want it to be my spirit in truth. I want to move with God. I want to help people according to His glory, not for my own good. But God always got something. He always got a reason for everything. That's why you got to be careful the way you treat people, because you don't know how much God is activating in that person. I wanna be more like you, Heavenly Father. Make me like you. I like to say that we live in a cruel world. It's a cruel world, taking advantage of me. It's a cruel world, taking advantage of me. You know. That see, I like to express myself with music, you know, and I love to sing. I love to talk to God, singing to Him. Just letting Him know what I'm going through. After been done wrong so many times, after a while He will hear my cry. Such a nice Father that you are. God is precious. Angels are giants. I don't know if you guys ever seen an angel, but they're big, like big. When I say big, I mean big. I'm not talking about just huge. They're huge, but they're tall. They're giants. They're tall. They're like ancient. And when I feel that presence, I know someone has done wrong. And you know, I'm not a religious person, but I get out of the place because when the angels come like that, after angels of God, they've been fighting for so long. You don't expect for them to be pretty, do you? Anything that handles your battles, you don't expect for them to be pretty, do you? You don't expect for them to be small, small, small. Angels of God are huge, gigantic. Oh my God, they're huge. You don't understand. I mean, it might seem as if I'm exaggerating, I'm going crazy. Lord, I don't know. I don't know how to express it. But they're giants. Like they're like a ocean. Have you ever been to the ocean? They're big like that. Ginormous. They're big like that. Angels are big like that. Okay? Don't say I never said anything. Don't say I've never told you. But you got to be careful how you treat people who love God. You got to be careful how you treat people who really get on their knees and talk to Shalom. You can't you you can't mess with them. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Cause the battle is not theirs, but it's the Lord. They don't get mad at you. God gets upset. And I ain't lying. It's like the worst. Like I never want my father to be displeased with me. That's why when he said come to Georgia, I came. I didn't think about it. I said I got to go. I had to give my daddy a talk and let my daddy. I don't know why. My dad still remember that talk to this day. But I at this time, like, I don't know why I told my daddy that, but I had to tell him that because if I didn't, he wouldn't have let me go. He wouldn't have let me go. But it's all God's plan. I realized how tall God, how big God angels were. I'm I don't know. It was like around October 30th, 2025. October 30th, the day before Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday, one of them. And then you got Christmas and Valentine's Day, even though I never really had a Valentine. But I still love Valentine's Day because I love hearts. I love red, I just like happy things. I love St. Patrick's Day too. St. Patrick's is fun. My dad's birthday is around that time, so I enjoy March. St. Patrick's. Green. The green is like my favorite. One of my favorite colors. I love black. I like gray, and I love green. Um, but October 30th, 2025, around 7:30 p.m. Central Time, I realized how big an angel was. And the person who was talking at me, she thought I was going crazy because I was looking to my side. I'm a person that can see things that you might not see. But I looked to my right and I realized that it was an entity that was on the side of me that wasn't happy with what's going on. And I said, I've never seen nothing like this before. I had to, she got scared. I wasn't scared. I was scared for her because I knew something here. We didn't have control over it. I had more control over this thing than she did. But it was after something, and I saw it, and I never will forget it. I'll never forget that. I swear, I told my sister, I said, what happened this day, God made me remember a few things. 11:11, and He made me remember 11:30. I don't know, but the angel was huge. It was something that you couldn't see with the physical eye. Um, you have to be a spiritual person to see it. Like, when I say spiritual, I mean people who are chosen would know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're not chosen, you don't get it. It sounds like I'm talking crazy, but surely I'm not. I can tell you, I can describe it. I can describe to you how an angel looks. And I knew it wasn't nothing evil because it was right beside me. And nothing evil could stand me. Nothing evil could stay in my presence. But when I saw it, I was like, what is going on? I was looking like, this is what I did. I never seen nothing like that before. Thought I was tripping. I knew I wasn't tripping because I had my glasses on. And you talking about 4 eyes, baby, they works. But I'm a spiritual person. When it come down to seeing, I can see things that people don't even see. I don't have to speak about it. I chose to speak about this one because it was a life-changing experience. It was one of the times where my life changed. I got talked. I'm 35 years old at the time. And I get talked to like a little teenager. The lady talked to me as if I was a little teenager or something. And she was yelling at me, and I was like, you all right? You know, and I was like, I was confused, you know. So if you're a spiritual being like myself, God will send angels to minister to you while you're in the wilderness. I never forget Miss Rachel. I never forget you. You told me to go home and see my family. But I'll never forget that day. Because that day I lost myself. Like whatever I was afraid of, I wasn't afraid anymore. I wasn't scared anymore that day because, I mean, I was more scared of myself because I didn't know what could happen with someone talking to me like that. But it changed my life. And I said, you will not be a pushover no more. You will not be pushed over no more. No more being taken advantage of. No more hits. If they don't like you, don't make them like you. If they don't like you, don't make them like you. Let them go. That's a hard lesson to learn. But I learned that lesson. And when I learned that lesson, and I stood up for myself more. I normally get courage when somebody else is mistreated, you know, but me, I don't. I give people chance after chance after chance after chance because I don't really care. It is what it is. You say what you want. Just don't put your hands on me. But October 30th, I took a stand. And my life has not been the same since. When you take a stand, angels will come help you. Stand up for yourself. You don't have to be mistreated. You don't have to take mistreatment from nobody. You can only help a person if you tell them the truth. You can't help a person if you lie. You can't lie, stay in the lie with a person. You got to come out that lie. You got to help a person by telling them the truth. Tell the truth, and the truth set you free. Because if you lie and you know you lie, you know it's a lie, and you stick to the lie, you help the lie, you're going to be in fault of that later. You have to answer to that somehow. You can answer to your lie here and deal with it physically. Or when you're out of here, you're going to answer that lie to God. You got to answer that lie. Ooh. Deep. Sam, hey. Hello. How you doing, chica? Um, it's so much going on out here in the world. People say, "Why you not scared of nothing?" I'm not, because I know that I'm never alone. I might want to be alone sometime, but spiritual people are never alone. People who love the Lord, never alone. We never alone. Like, we always got angels watching over us, protecting us from all harm and evil, princes of palaces. That's why I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of nothing. Because Jesus died on the cross for me. I know he did. And I know that I am more spiritual than people who go to church every Sunday. And I'm so much vulnerable than they are. So I don't go to church because of my vulnerability. And I'm in this place in my life where I'm not going to allow people to instantly always have access to me if you don't talk to me. Now, if you do not talk to me, it's perfectly fine. I don't really mind it. But don't look to talk to me when you're in trouble. That's the only thing. If you do not deal with me, please don't deal with me when the storm comes. That's the only thing that a lot of people have to understand. If you don't deal with a person, fine. Because me, myself, don't mind it. I'd rather you not deal with me if you don't deal with me. If you don't like me, don't ask me to come around. Because I'm not coming. If I come around, it means I love you. Not because I got something against you. I love you. If I hug you, I love you. But after a while, I might forget your name. And it's not because I dislike you. It's because you lost access. And when you lose access with me, I don't keep access to you. If you want to talk to me, you call and you let me know. But after a while, that call gonna soon stop. I'm just not like that. I'm just not that. I'm not that person. I just, it's like, it's either you're for me or you're not. Either you're with me or against me. You know, that's the way I think. But don't be mad at me when I don't answer your call. Because I realize that we don't have the same intentions for each other. And that's fine. Like I told my guy earlier this morning, it's fine. He worried out his mind about me. But it's fine. We're not in the same place in life right now. Once I'm fed up, I'm fed up. You have to show me otherwise. You have to work swiftly. If you love me, you have to work fast. Because soon I'm gonna forget you. You don't want me to forget your name. But I remember your face. I might forget your name, but I remember your face. I don't think it get no realer than that. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tyequiece Star. And on this channel here you can find beauty content. Tons of beauty content. Hello? Girl, on YouTube. How you doing? Girl, nothing, yeah, I went out today. I sold some products. That's pretty much it. Yeah. I ain't going up there for what? I'm not dealing with them people. No. No, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with that no more. Them people did me wrong. No, they let the devil use them. Why you say that? I am. I'm not going back there. I'm not finna go, but this is the new millennium. I'm not going back nowhere. I'm go where I'm appreciated and not tolerated. No. Listen, I'm gonna go. This is the season. This is the season. Listen to me now. This is the season where you go where you're appreciated and not tolerated. This is the season where you spend your money where you appreciate it and not tolerate it. I am not going to go back to anywhere where people mistreat me, bully me, harass me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's wrong. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back there. It will never happen. That will never happen. No, it won't happen, Dad. I ain't going back there. You right. And you never know who's in front of you because you might need that bridge. You never know. I don't think I did anything wrong but did what I had to do. No, I can't go back there. I can't go back. Before I go back there, I move back home. Now that should tell you a lot right there. Before I go back. Before I go back to hell, I will move back home. I love that job. They didn't give me love back. That's the problem. They didn't give me love back. That's the problem. And I'm going to need a little bit more than money. You know, if you're going to tear my character down, tear me down. It's not about money to me. It's passion. I love makeup. I'm not going to let you break me, though. No, I'm not going to let you tear me down. I done been through hell and back. No, I'm not going to let you do that. Talk to me like I'm a 15-year-old and I'm 35 years old. No, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to lose my life for nonsense. And I'm not going to kill myself for stress. No, just let them deal with that the way they deal with that. No, they will never see me again. They will never see me again. No, Lord. Baby, they ain't got red bottoms there anyway. They don't sell red bottoms there. No, they don't sell. You got a better chance getting red bottoms me selling my own product than working for somebody else. That's just the truth. That's the truth. You got a better chance. No, you got a better chance of getting red bottoms, whatever red bottom you want, I can get it for you. Working for myself. No, I'm just letting you know. That's the devil. I ain't going back there. Hmm? Yeah. Well, YouTube and, selling a product, mama. Nothing much. Chicken, fries, some chicken wings. No, I got it from Sweet Lounge. This place called Sweet Lounge. Last night, me and Halisha went. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. For real. Well, you finna go to bed, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She gone somewhere. Yeah, she was off. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. What she said? Oh, okay. Um, I love you. Bye bye. You ain't ready, part 14. I saw you recently. I would say last week. I knew you were coming back. I saw your profile pop up. You ain't ready. I remember you because you said some things the on my live one time that really disturbed me. It's what not. But you ain't ready. Let me tell you. Um, Trash. It comes like a bin, and you put a trash bag in it, and when the bin is full, you take the trash out. So, I don't know. I don't know what made you say that to me, but for whatever reason you feel the way you feel, um, I'm sorry for you, and I've been called way worse things than trash. But I knew you was gonna come. And you're welcome here. Even if you think I'm trash. Because I won't always trash to you. So I'm sorry that you feel that way. So don't let them kill your joy. No matter what's going on in your life, don't let nobody kill, steal, destroy your joy. No matter how it looks, no matter how scary it is, don't let nobody kill your joy because it won't work. Don't let nobody steal your joy. I want to first off say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I'll probably be back in the next minute. I'm probably gonna I'm trying to come up with some ideas, guys. I'll be back.